Guys, the day is finally here. I cannot believe it. Our kitchen is finally done. I am so eager to show you. I am so pleased with how it turned out. It is my absolute dream kitchen, and I cannot believe that we did this all by ourselves. This kitchen started as the most builder grade kitchen, and we have slowly transformed each and every little corner to make it feel a lot more high-end and custom to our families. We changed out the range hood, we changed out the appliances to match a little bit better in the kitchen. We totally revamped the island and made a more natural wood statement. I also got new counter stools that I will show you today, and we also are going to build in the fridge today. And then once everything is done, I'm gonna go in with some Christmas touches. I am so excited to decorate for Christmas, so this is gonna be my first decorating video of the season 2. So we're gonna have a little kitchen reveal and a Christmas decorate with me all in one. Currently decorating for Christmas, so we might as well just film it and put it all in one video. So such a fun video today. I'm very excited about this one. Let's get into it. So here's where we left off last time. We basically just put the cabinet on top of the fridge to get an idea of what we wanted to do and how we wanted to build it in. I also asked you guys if I should paint the top of the cabinets, and yes, I ended up doing that. I didn't film it though because I just figured I already painted the bottom cabinets. You guys know how to do that. Now it's time to build in the fridge. To do this, we pretty much made a box with 2x4s, and we put the 3 sides up against the wall and screwed those in before we put the front pieces on. And then we just kind of built on from there. We just made sure that we connected these 2x4s into the studs of the walls so it's super secure. And we also made sure that we put a 2x4 from the bottom of the framing to the bottom of the floor, just for a little more extra support. Hello. We are working on the fridge today. We're just trying to build it in. So this is what we have so far. We have this cabinet secured to the back, and then we have a little 2x4 in that goes all the way to the bottom that is also secured to this cabinet. And then this is gonna be one of our trim pieces on top, so that just goes right there. And then we're also gonna have some trim pieces on the side. Woo! So it's kind of boxed in, if that makes sense. And then for the other side, this one is there's not as much room on this side as you can see. So we're gonna just have a smaller piece and do pretty much the same thing, but it just won't be as big of a piece, if that makes sense. So we cut this piece like this so it can just groove right into this cabinet. We'll take out this, and then I'll wood fill it and paint it all the same color so it looks like it's just one big built-in cabinet. And then for the top, we're going to pretty much fill it in the same way that we did this top up here. Just fill it in with a board and some crown molding. So now we're just working on getting all of our front pieces in. This is just gonna help hide the seams where the wall and the fridge meets. It'll also help hide the 2x4s that we built in earlier. And we just cut out a groove in both of these boards so the cabinet fits in better. And this made it so there was not as big of a gap, so it looked a lot more built in. If we would have just have a board from where the cabinet ended, then there would be a really big gap between that little wall that we just built and the fridge. Once the 2 sides were built, that was pretty much the hardest part. So we just went in and filled in the top from there. We did this the exact same way that we filled in the top of our cabinets. And I have that in one of the previous parts of this kitchen makeover, so I won't go too in depth of that, but that is what we did. We matched the same crown molding, so it all looks very cohesive. We also are matching the same paint color, so it looks even more cohesive. And this paint color that I'm using is Asiago by Valspar. I made sure to use oil-based primer and the cabinet kind of paint, so it lasts forever. Once the paint was dry, we took everything down and Nick started installing these floating shelves. I got these online. They were a pretty affordable price. They were only like $40 for a 2-pack. They fit perfectly in the space and they had all different sizes too. So we are going to start decorating over here. I am so excited. So we're gonna get in right to the Christmas. We skipped right over fall. I was planning on having fall in this space, but I mean, it took a lot longer than expected. So we are just rolling with it. Christmas is here and I'm in the spirit. So let's start decorating. I recently got this gingerbread cookie jar from Pottery Barn and it is so gorgeous. It was definitely a little bit of a splurge, but I think it was so worth it. And it makes such a great statement in here and it definitely brings the warmth into this space. Since I'm decorating with touches of brown this year, this gingerbread jar just goes perfect with everything. It took me so long to figure out how I wanted to decorate these shelves. So here I am just playing around with everything. And that is what I do when I decorate. It's all just trial and error and I just play around with it until I like it and I think it looks good. Moving on to this little corner, you guys know I'm all about having the pretty and practical decor. So I kept my same kitchen crock that I've always had and I just have some rustic wooden spoons mixed in with some actual wooden spoons that I use for cooking. And I wanted to add just a little touch of Christmas to this. So I decided to wrap this velvet bow around and just tie it in a nice cute little bow. And then I almost forgot, but at the last minute I remembered that I also got this Christmas tree rolling pin that just went perfect in here. It filled the space so perfectly and it would just gave it that last little Christmas touch that I was looking for. This little corner was a bit hard for me. It took me a few days to actually perfect this space, so you'll notice in the after shots that it looks a little bit different. I also added these breadboards and I got this rustic one from Olive Atelier and I just love the rustic warmth that these breadboards add. It definitely just adds that charm because it's so rustic and it just really helps balance out the space. For this corner, I wanted to include this book from Amber Interiors. It's like a brownie, almost a red color. So I thought it was perfect for Christmas and perfect for the brown accents that I'm using. And for that, I just used a light up Christmas treehouse and my 2 gold salt and pepper mills as bookends. For the island, I'm adding this handmade paper mache bowl that also just adds that rustic touch. I think it looks perfect in here. And I'm adding these gold pomegranates that I got from McGee & Co. They come in a pack of 2 and I got 2 of those. So I just put some stuffing in the bottom to give them a little bit more height so they can look like it's kind of overflowing in the bowl. Then I added this little marble tray and I put a Christmas candle on top of that. And I felt like it just needed a little bit of something more. So I added this greenery arrangement with these cedar stems in it. And I only put 2 stems in it because I really wanted that wispy look. And I didn't want this arrangement to take away from the rest of the kitchen. I decided that this wreath was way too big for this door, so I just put it on this wall over here. It fits perfectly in this space, but I'll probably end up moving it to my front door sometime later in the season. For this pantry door, I just cut a little piece of my cedar garland that I got from Hobby Lobby. I cut a little end of that off, and I'm just making my own little swag. So I tied a bow and some gold bells and also an ornament onto it, and I love the way it turned out. I also like how you can kind of customize the size when you do this and make it as big or as little as you want for wherever you're going to put it. I decided to get brand new counter chairs because the ones that we had before were just not practical and they were getting a little bit crusty. They were light fabric and it was not looking good. So I decided to go for something more practical and something easy to wipe off, like these clear acrylic counter chairs. So I think these are gorgeous and I love how they don't take away from the island. We spent so much hard work on this island and it's one of my favorite parts about this kitchen. So I really love how the clear just lets the island shine and it doesn't take away from the rest of the kitchen. So for these, I'm going to add just a little touch of Christmas to them, and I just put a clear command hook, and I'm getting 2 little juniper picks that I got from Amazon, putting those together and then just tying a bow around them. Then I just played around with it and arranged the stems until they look good, and it turned out so pretty. This is one of my favorite parts of the Christmas decor in here. I think it looks so cute and so dainty, but again, it still lets the rest of the kitchen shine. And that is it for the decorating, but let me remind you where we started with this whole project. This kitchen looked so different when we started. I cannot even believe it. It was so builder grade. It looked very cold. There wasn't much dimension or anything to it really. And it just was not our vibe. It wasn't feeling homey and it was feeling like it just wasn't us. We needed to add some personality to it, and we definitely needed to do it on a budget because we don't have $20,000 to spend on a kitchen renovation. So we decided to completely do this ourselves. There was definitely some hiccups and some learning curves, and it took a lot longer than we expected, but we made it and we finished, and that is all that matters. I really hope you guys love this kitchen as much as I do. You have been on this journey with me from the start to the finish, helping me make my decisions along the way, and I couldn't thank you guys enough. I will stop talking now. Let's just get into the reveal. Here is our brand new DIY kitchen. And that is our DIY kitchen makeover. What did you guys think? I really hope you enjoyed it. I really, really love how it turned out. It's honestly my dream kitchen. I couldn't ask for anything else. And I just wanted to thank you guys because you played such a big role in all of my decision making, everything that I picked out, everything that I did, all the advice that you guys gave me. I truly could have not done this kitchen without you guys and your opinions, and it just turned out so amazing because of you. So thank you so, so much. All of your opinions and your comments really make a big impact, and it definitely shows. I am so in love with this space. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you are new here, I'd love for you to consider subscribing and leave a comment down below. Say hi. I'd love to have a chat with you. We'll see you in a few days in a new video. Bye.